Hello, I'm abxSlick, welcome back to the video. Today I want to talk about one of the oddities of Minecraft, because Minecraft is released on so many platforms now that you might think it's just kind of a ubiquitous game that has now been organized into one of three versions of the game. There's the console edition, there's the Java edition, and there is of course the Better Together version, or there's the Bedrock version, or there's just Minecraft as they like to call it. But what if I said that when that Better Together update rolled out back in September of last year, one of the platforms was left behind, and it was promised that it would come very soon after in the next few days, but just kind of didn't, and that most people forgot about it because you probably don't even know what it is. Well, that's what I'm going through in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy the video about Minecraft Apple TV Edition. So like this if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let's know you do like these sorts of videos, but let's get straight into talking about the Apple TV Edition, because again, it's one of the least well-known versions of the game, and it probably is also the oddest one that does exist at all, because the Apple TV Edition is a fairly simple concept. The Apple TV is a box that runs a version of iOS. It's called tvOS, and it runs a bit differently, but it runs a version of iOS, and for people who didn't want to, have to mirror play their iPhones or whatever onto this device, they could buy it directly on their Apple TV and play it on their screen. The Apple TV, if you don't know, is like a more expensive competitor to like the Fire Stick or whatever, but it ties into the Apple ecosystem, so you might just be on board with it. So if you did like your Apple TV, you decide to buy this device, which again, more expensive than its competition, you could buy, Minecraft Pocket Edition for this device specifically. And although there was no difference between this and the other versions, it was still kind of an interesting idea. However, the big difference between this and the other versions, there's no like gameplay difference, is the fact that it did cost a lot more. So here you can see it costs $27.99. It's got the Switch deal where you get a bunch of skin packs with that, so it's essentially $19.99, and now you can buy it for that price. It costs $19.99, which is a whole bunch more than the Pocket Edition costs on other platforms. And this is just kind of the, I guess, truthful model of Minecraft, where it costs roughly what people are willing to pay on each platform, not anything to do with the value, because again, this is the exact same game as the Pocket Edition on iPhone and iPad, etc., but because it is on the Apple TV, and that's a more premium store, it costs a lot more at $19.99. And you might say, well, yeah, sure, the price of Minecraft shouldn't matter, it's worth a whole bunch more than that, and that's true. Minecraft is worth a lot more than $20, at least to me, but it's kind of interesting that they charged a bunch more for this game. And then interestingly enough, even though it's based on the iOS version, because the tvOS has slowly diverged more from iOS, it took them longer and longer to update the game, which led to the rather interesting situation where the 1.1.5 update launched for literally every Minecraft Pocket Edition platform. As you can see, Fire OS, iOS, Android, Windows 10, Windows 10 Mobile, Gear VR. It launched for literally every other Minecraft platform on August the 1st, and then it launches for Apple TV about a week later, which causes issues with realms, it causes issues with this and that, and essentially means that, again, the product was a premium product, but then cost a lot less. But here's the really weird thing about this. That 1.1.5 update from August the 7th, again, the last update before Better Together, was interestingly enough the last update the Apple TV did receive. Again, the 1.2 Better Together update launched for pretty much every platform at the same time. It even launched on Xbox, which had never received Minecraft Pocket Edition before. It launched on every Minecraft PE platform and allowed them to all play with each other. But what if I said that Minecraft Apple TV Edition is still called Minecraft Apple TV Edition? It's not Minecraft, and it never received the Better Together update. That's right, the game was kind of abandoned, and when I looked into this, I tried to find out why is that the case? Like, why did they not update that? There's no real explanation for it. If you look around, you can see how there's some people saying it will come soon. Here's the craziest thing. I saw one of the official Mojang team on the MCP subreddit saying, we're still working out some technical issues and hope to have 1.2 out on Apple TV soon. There are several key differences between iOS and Apple TV development, but rest assured, the update is still coming. Thank you for your patience. And bear in mind, that was 3 months ago, when the update was about, like a couple of weeks or like a month almost at that point late. And bear in mind, that was October now, because it's 2018, which means that it's been 3 months with no update whatsoever. I couldn't find anything else out there. Maybe I'm looking badly, or maybe there is no update on the Apple TV Edition, which means that as of right now, again, bear in mind, this update, usually updates are about a week late for Apple TV. This update was 3 weeks late when they said out soon, and now it's been 4 months since it should have launched, and we still know nothing about the Apple TV Edition. So that leads me to believe, based on the fact that we're hearing nothing, and I think they're just hoping that everyone forgets, that the Apple TV Edition has been abandoned. And why would that be the case? The biggest reason I can think of is really just low sales, because although Minecraft sells on pretty much every platform you put it on, bear in mind, this is on a really limited platform. Like, how many Apple TVs are there out there? I'll give you a clue, it's not very many. How many people on those Apple TVs then decide, I like Minecraft enough that I want to own it on all my devices, including my TV box, and then I also own the controller that will allow me to play that, and then also I want to play it on my Apple TV enough that it's worth this purchase. I mean, again, it's not a very large group of users. Then bear in mind, they run into difficulties with porting the game over to this version. Again, tvOS, it just has annoying differences to iOS, I've heard, based on other developers' stories. This means that essentially they just had this version of the game, which seems like it must have been causing them issues, and which they're either right now in the process of fixing, but it's just a super low priority fix. Again, compared to the Xbox, where there's literally, millions upon millions of players, maybe it doesn't make sense to, deal with this this version now, or maybe they've just figured, like, let's leave it on 1.1.5 forever. Because bear in mind, this isn't just a financial decision, because obviously updating the game is good for them profitability-wise, but maybe it was just a decision of like, you know what, there just aren't enough Apple Edition players to justify this, and that might make this the first in modern history, at least, version of Minecraft to just truly be abandoned. Again, we can't truly say if it's abandoned until years and years pass, but right now it looks like the Apple TV Edition, remaining by the way, the only Bedrock Edition, which is still called the Edition, is the only version of the game which has just kind of been left out there, and because it doesn't have a strong community, there's no easy way to find out what's happening with it, which leads me to believe that the Apple TV Edition might be, you know, one of these relics of Minecraft, you know, PE's past, that remains for quite some time. Again, whether it is abandoned or not is something we can only tell in the future, but for now, this is the first abandoned edition of Minecraft that we can see so far, ever since the Raspberry Pi edition, by the way, so like, you know, first edition in like 6 years, which even then was like a free download for like a fun little side project, whereas this is like a full-on version of the game, you know, as well as the 4K edition. But that's crazy to me that there is a just abandoned edition of Minecraft out there that we're not really sure what's going on in the future, and I don't know, let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this quick little video on the abandoned version of Minecraft. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, and make sure you turn on notifications so you see these videos daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!